Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy. I've done a long-term test with the new Toyota Crown, so I'm going to tell you guys what it's like to live with. Before we get into this video, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get right into it. Under the hood, we have a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder that's paired to a hybrid and an eCVT. Total system output is 236 horsepower, and this is able to get 42 miles per gallon around town and then 41 on the highway. Before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. I really like this grayish blue paint, and yes, that's bird poop. And oddly enough, that Chevy was parked right next to this all week and not a single bird pooped on it. Anywho, I really like the headlight design. I think it's really sharp. You can see the light kind of bleeds there into the grille to give you a light bar effect. And the grille itself has a pretty intricate pattern, but it's mostly closed off. And overall, I do think that the Crown is a really good looking car with the front end. Front wheel setup is 225 by 45 by 21. You can see that the wheels have more of a satin finish on them. Got these big chunky unpainted fender flares, but then you got that little piece that's painted black. Being it black, the mirror caps and the door handles are blacked out. And then here's your side view, and really it looks kind of like a lifted sedan, and that's kind of what it is. Now when it comes to key fob features, we've got our lock and unlock, the opening for the trunk, Toyota logo there at the bottom. And when it comes to the cargo area, it is just like a traditional sedan with the opening and with the overall space. And then it does come with these little tabs to throw it on the seats for more space. Now out back, you've got another light bar there, the Crown logo down below. And altogether, it's a pretty good looking car. They did a good job with the design. Keyless entry, but let's pop inside. So there's a nice soft touch up top and down below, and very Lexus-like with the trim. Heated seats here for the back, and then we do have the JBL sound system. The seats themselves have nice perforated trim, and you've got the nice piping and everything. Again, very fancy looking. We've got good legroom here in the back, a little storage pocket there in the back seat. We have vents here, USB ports as well. The roofline does slope back quite a bit, but if you sit here in the back, there's a little cavity, and so headroom's pretty good. Now let's pop up front. More nice soft touch up top and then down below as well. Fancy trim for the window controls. The mirrors do power fold in. We've got memory seats and blind spot monitoring. Very Lexus-like front seats as well. Power adjustments there on the side, lumbar support. Steering wheel is manually adjustable, and then you've got stuff like your gas cap release and then trunk opening too. Taking a look at the steering wheel, you can see you've got soft touch all around, nice stitching there in the center. Practical controls for stuff like your adaptive cruise control. It also has steering assist, and then we've got controls for the center stack and volume controls, voice command controls on the other side. Traditional stocks here on the back as well. This does come with a full digital gauge cluster, which, like other modern Toyotas, is very customizable. You can change the theme, you can also change the information that's displayed, and you guys can see what I've actually been averaging fuel economy wise, so not quite as much as what the window sticker states. Backup camera in reverse, and really good resolution with the camera. This is Toyota's newer infotainment system. It has a shortcut bar there on the side. Didn't pick up my finger there, interesting. It responds pretty well most of the time. There's a little volume control there at the bottom too. There's more nice trim here on the dash, and pretty design overall. This comes with heated and ventilated seats, as well as a heated steering wheel and dual zone climate. There's a wireless phone charging pad. We got a couple of USBs up front. Shifter for the eCVT. We've got our drive mode select. Behind that, your auto hold function. There is a dedicated EV mode, stability control, and then your parking brake. This has the cool Lexus center console that goes open either way. And then we've got these little controls here for the lights and also for the panoramic center flip top. So here we go, 2025 Crown Nightshade, mostly standard equipment. This is a limited. Anyways, $49,860 is total MSRP. See how it performs. Toyota Crown Limited. So first off, the seats are comfortable, and again, the second, like even stuff like the door handle, the second you get in this car, it doesn't feel like other modern Toyotas. It feels more like a Lexus, and that's kind of what the Crown is doing, is it's bridging the gap between Toyota and Lexus. It's a more premium Toyota product, but it's still not quite full on Lexus. Like, they still have some trim inside here that's not quite as premium as what you get on a full on Lexus. So it's, like I said, it's definitely in between, and I think that this in between is fantastic. And if you're not a badge snob, a lot of people that buy like a Lexus NX or RX would be just as happy in terms of the performance and the interior and everything that the Crown and the Crown Signia offer. But again, people like badges. People want to be able to say they drive a Lexus. Ride quality's good. Fuel economy, again, I'm not sure why I'm not able to get the EPA rating with it. I'm still getting pretty, I mean, it's pretty good fuel economy. Part of it, though, could be just how fast the roads are in Utah, and how fast the flow of traffic goes on the highway. I think that definitely has something to do with it. It was also pretty cold this, it's warm right now, but for part of the week it was pretty cold, and the cold definitely kills hybrids in terms of fuel economy. Now, when it comes to acceleration, it's got good low-end torque. You definitely have to wring out the engine, right? Because it's not an insane amount of horsepower, but it doesn't feel bad. It's a pretty smooth power delivery. So I think that just the overall power that this provides is great. I have no complaints with that whatsoever. And like I said, the ride's good. I like this. I like kind of how you sit in the car a little bit. Again, it's like a nice mix between a sedan and an SUV. It's like right there in the middle, which is, it's a weird segment that we have now, but I like it. I like it. I think that it is much appreciated. Now, when it comes to just space and all that, that's also really impressive. It feels like an SUV in here in terms of the space for the most part. The only thing that's not SUV-like is the trunk. But if you want more of an SUV experience, you get the Signia. That's like a station wagon, basically, but yeah, it has that hatchback design in the back, and so you've got a lot more space. And that's one thing I will note, is now that the Signia's here in the US market, I wouldn't buy one of these. I would buy the Signia over the regular Crown, because I think the Signia looks a little bit better. I think that the space is more practical, gives you a similar interior experience and all of that. So that's the one that I would personally go with if I had to choose between the vehicles. Definitely be the Signia. But yeah, I think this is a pretty underrated vehicle. I think that a lot of people, like I said, buy a Lexus because they want the Lexus badge and the prestige and everything, but this gives you 90% of the experience you get in the Lexus at a lower price point, and you get Toyota service departments, which the reason why I think that's a big benefit is it's less expensive, right? And accessibility is better. Like here in Utah, for example, there is like 3 Toyota dealers in the Salt Lake Valley, 1 Lexus dealer. So you have 3 different places you can service your car if you, and you can technically take your Lexus to a Toyota dealership, but people just don't do that. So that's kind of my 2 cents on that. Is it's going to be just more cost effective, and again, who cares? Like, who cares what the badge is? Who cares what the car? Like, the car looks good enough, I think. I like this grill setup anyways better than Lexus's crazy giant waterfall spindle grills. They're a little bit over the top. So let me guys think about the Crown, but I think this is it's an underrated like luxury daily driver that most people are going to pass up because it has a Toyota badge on it. But if you look past the badge and just drive one, I think you realize that this is a really nice, like, economical luxury daily driver.